Well, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Listen Doctor Radio, and I am your host of the show, the Listen Doctor. I have a story coming out of Chicago. I haven't did a story out of Chicago in a long time, briefly because I've been taking a couple of hiatus off to take some time to myself, but I am back. And this story is like every other Chicago story. A young lady was sitting on a step for a party. She was sitting having a party for her grandbaby or child or whatever, and somebody came by and did a drive-by. I'm going to see in the clip. I'm going to show you what happened, and we're going to talk about it, and we're going to see what's going on. But first, I'm going to let you see the clip, and then we're going to talk about it. This is happening too far often in our community. This is happening way too much in the black community, and I feel like it needs to stop. Where does it stop? Where does it stop? Where, you know what I'm saying? Where does it stop? Do it stop when we all dying? We all dead? I wanted to thank Chris, because Chris sent me this. Shout out to Chris on Instagram. He sent me this story, and he's in Chicago. He's one of the guys from Chicago that always sends me stories. So he sent me the story. I'm going to go ahead and pause for a minute, let you guys see what happened, and then I'm going to talk about it. So give me like a good minute and a half, and be right back.
It was scary. It was very scary.
Denard Sanders describes the moment someone opened fire across the street from his home on 72nd and St. Lawrence last night.
I just heard multiple gunshots, and then I got up and ran to the window to see what was going on, and I seen people kind of scattered all over.
The people he refers to are his neighbors, a family who was celebrating a birthday on this porch around 1:30 a.m. when the shooting took place. A 24-year-old woman was shot in the hip.
I heard someone like, call the police. She needs help. She needs help.
The victim's family confirms to CBS 2 the woman is 9 months pregnant. Police say she was taken to Northwestern Hospital in stable condition.
I actually came out and sat until she got in the ambulance.
Chicago police say it was a drive-by shooting and that a passenger in a white sedan fired the shots.
I was trembling and shaking. Like, I hurt my foot really bad. Like, it was bleeding really bad because I was trying to jump to the floor so fast because it was so close to me.
And while Area Central Police investigate, neighbors like Denard say they plan on being more cautious.
You can't sit on your front porch or either in your backyard or even have the kids outside playing because you're scared something's going to happen to them.
In the Park Manor neighborhood, Sandra Torres, CBS 2 News.
Alright, so you guys heard the story. You seen what happened. The reason I paused so you guys can see the clip. I put the clip inside of the clip, so you're gonna see two videos. You're gonna see me, then you're gonna see in this little bubble. You're gonna see the video. So where I'm pointing to the left of me, where right of me, this is where the video is gonna be at. So you guys will see it on the playback. The people who watch this on the playback later is gonna see me just pausing for a minute, and then the video is gonna come up and slide through. The reason why that does that is because I'm working on 2 processors, and I have my mic and everything set up to a new system. I'm trying to work it. It's kind of weird, but that's why you're going to see that like that. And the caption of the video will be at the bottom of the video, like always. But I want to play devil's advocate on this. Chicago is a very tough city to live in, and just to kind of put some shine, like some funny to it, because it's a serious situation. I did not know in Chicago that they had gay people. I mean, I did not know. Someone did not give me the fucking memo that they had gay people in Chicago. I know they got gay people all over around the world, but I did not know that they had people that's in Chicago that's gay. I thought it was all gangsters. I thought it was a bunch of gangsters, Crips, Bloods, DGs. I thought it was like that. Nobody told me you can be gay in Chicago. I mean, Because from what we heard from Chicago, from what we hear from Chicago, Chicago is a rough city. Always killing, always dying. I didn't know you could be feminized and be effeminate and be a gay guy in Chicago. I just didn't know. But you learn something new every day. But let's get into the story. It says here that the young lady... Let's go to the story. Hold on. Let's see if I can get back to that. Give me 1 minute. Okay. All right, we're back. It says a pregnant woman was shot just days away from delivering her baby. The baby was wounded. Her and her baby was wounded Saturday night in Chicago at a birthday party around the Park neighborhood. And it reads to say that the person who it was trying to get at was another guy who was sitting on the steps. So she wasn't even involved. But this is what's happening with these bitch ass niggas. This is what I tell you about the feminine bitch ass niggas. They are so feminine, like their mother who raised them, that they go out there and shoot at anybody. We've been seeing this lately around the world. It's numbers. You can see it on my page. People kill for no fucking reason. And mainly these bitch ass niggas who do not know how to shoot, who go out there and try to shoot somebody just because, you know what I'm saying, we don't know what happened between these two. But the fact remains is no one deserves to die. And I'm going to keep this video short. I'm going to try to keep every video between 10 to 15 minutes. That's my new thing now, 10 to 15 minutes. Nothing longer than that. Because a lot of people gave me feedback and they were saying that a lot of videos that I do like this, that's not live, takes a long time. And a lot of people might be on a lunch break and they might not have 30 minutes to watch a fucking video, you know, to check me out. So I get that. But when we live, we can go as long as we want. But the fact remains is that in this story, let me see. There has no one that said anything up on the story yet, but one lady said that they said that the baby did not make it. That's a sad case, man. That's very fucking sad. But like I really don't feel sadness about it, because I feel like this, being in a black community, being in the Chicago neighborhood, they had one black lady, I forgot how old she is, but Tommy did the story. You guys know about it. You heard it before. It was national news. This lady had 5 fucking sons. 5 sons, ladies and gentlemen. All 5 of her sons got murdered. She watched them. The oldest son get murdered. The next year, the other son get murdered. 2 years later, the next son get murdered. 4-5 years later down the line, the other son get murdered. The other son get murdered. And she kept having kids. She kept raising kids in this fucking neighborhood. And people was giving her proud. It was giving her sympathy. Because in the black community, for a mother to have a child that dies, you become the hero of the town. You become the hero of the fucking block. She has a bunch of sons that was gangsters that it was dead. She was on the news bragging that her sons was gangsters. So I don't feel no type of fucking sympathy for this young lady, because why? You know you was having this child in a fucked up environment. Why would you bring this child in a fucked up environment? That's one of the things we need to talk about in the black community. Why do we bring our children in these fucked up environments? And then we act like it's the government's fault. They supposed to make sure we have what we need. But what about us? Why we didn't take care of what we were supposed to take care of when we was fucking? Why we didn't get our money together when we was doing all this shit, when it was all good and dandy? We could have got all our money together and said, look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to move out of the fucking city. You know what I mean? It's places you can move that's affordable. But we want to take the easy, the cheap way out. We don't fucking feel like spending money on certain things. We'll spend $100,000 on our car. We'll spend $400,000 on some fucking shoes, some purses. But when it comes to taking care of our own, get out of the fucked up environment, we don't. We like to take the easy route. Section 8. Section 8 is the The lowest thing you can take as a person, because guess what? At the end of the day, they keeping you at that fucking state. They keeping you there. They know you can't move. You ain't gonna move because you taking Section 8. Your rent probably fucking $100, $15 fucking dollars per, whatever. Depending on you, you still getting stamps, you getting all this other shit. So your mind is not focused on getting out of that shit because you're getting the easy way out. To close this, because it's already at the 10-minute mark, I just want to say, man, continue to keep yourself safe. And anybody that's in Chicago to see this shit, y'all have seen this shit so much. This happened Saturday in Chicago, and they say she is on life support as well. This is just coming in right now as I'm speaking. They say one lady said she's on life support. Another young lady said that's kin to her because she got the last name. Said the baby did not make it, and that's a unfortunate thing, man. But this is what happens when you have a lot of people who out to kill. That's why I don't have that many friends. I can count on one hand my true friends, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? We need to get back to when it was being united, being together. A lot of people don't even know what Black Wall Street is. We were talking about that last night on the chat room. Why a lot of people don't even know what Black Wall Street is. A lot of black people don't even know where they come from. A lot of black people feel like they don't even know what their real religion is. We don't. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have Christianity. We didn't have that in, they think Buddhists and they think voodoo is something bad because of what the Bible of America tells us. But in actuality, that is your religion. In Africa, that is what would be your religion. You would be doing voodoo. That's your religion. And American people make it look like it's just something demonatic. That's why when it comes to Halloween, I celebrate it more because that's our truest, where we come from. That's our truest, trying to get a word right now, but it's on the tip of my tongue. Heritage. That's where we come from. We do a lot of those things. We came up with the medicines. Stop being fooled, people. Before I can end this video, stop being fooled. We came up with the medicines. We came up with the herb. Where do you think herb come from? Herb comes from us. We came up with the herbs and the spices and the words like that because that's what we did. They would have an old lady who would take a duck foot, put it outside, hang it up, take that duck foot, take the grease off the duck foot, and put it on your skin, and you wouldn't have fucking pains no more. We came up with a lot of these things, you know what I'm saying? They say, my mom used to always say, take a bag and put it with some water, some of the remedies. Take a bag and hang it up on outside of your door, put some water in it, put some holes in it, and put some water over it and then keep the flies from coming in your house. I tried that shit and it works. You know what I'm saying? Who's to say? Is it magic or is it just our heritage? Where you think magic come from? Come from voodoo. So stop being fooled. Stop letting the fucking Bible and these other Christians who don't do shit for you. Because if we were all Christians, why we are on the same fucking plantation? This is another form of plantation, people. Rest in peace to the young baby. She did not deserve, I don't know if it was a he or she, the baby did not deserve to die. But I'm just being honest, the baby wouldn't have had no chance anyway. And you can call me heartless, you can call me whatever, but the baby wouldn't have had no chance because if you on your porch at a fucking party for another child, somebody comes up and shoots at that baby at that party. They know it's a party. They see all those kids out there. What chance would you think that baby would have had? It wouldn't have had a chance, people. Maybe God took this baby from her because he saw that this baby wouldn't have lived to even see one. You never know, man. We don't know what she was into. We know she was into the gang life. We don't know what she was doing. We don't know. But the backstory is she's on life support. The baby did die. Unfortunate fucking problem. And we need to get this fixed. I'm already at the 14-minute mark. I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you. Thank you. Please subscribe to the show. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Let me know how I'm doing. Please give me feedback. I can't do it alone with you guys, and I appreciate everybody from coming through. This is Listen Doctor Radio, and feel free to check out the new slides and the new shows that's going to be coming in the next future. Peace.
It was scary. It was very scary.
Denard Sanders describes the moment someone opened fire across the street from his home on 72nd and St. Lawrence last night.
I just heard multiple gunshots, and then I got up and ran to the window to see what was going on, and I seen people kind of scattered all over.
The people he refers to are his neighbors, a family who was celebrating a birthday on this porch around 1:30 a.m. when the shooting took place. A 24-year-old woman was shot in the hip.
I heard someone like, call the police. She needs help. She needs help.
The victim's family confirms to CBS 2 the woman is 9 months pregnant. Police say she was taken to Northwestern Hospital in stable condition.
I actually came out and sat until she got in the ambulance.
Chicago police say it was a drive-by shooting and that a passenger in a white sedan fired the shots.
I was trembling and shaking. Like, I hurt my foot really bad. Like, it was bleeding really bad because I was trying to jump to the floor so fast because it was so close to me.
And while Area Central Police investigate, neighbors like Denard say they plan on being more cautious.
You can't sit on your front porch or either in your backyard or even have the kids outside playing because you're scared something's going to happen to them.
In the Park Manor neighborhood, Sandra Torres, CBS 2 News.